The problem was I'd forgotten I'm 6'7", right? So I'm way taller than the person behind me. He's going upwards. He's sort of going at a vertical, right? And the person behind can't reach him to receive him. Hi, Stephen Merchant here with Digital Spy. My secret obsession has been pretty big since the mid-70s. Hails from the United States of America, has had enormous success, but never lost his integrity. Never feel like he's sold out. Continues to do great work. One of the best live performers I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of live performers. I'll be honest with you, my secret obsession is Mr. Bruce Springsteen. You may know him as the boss. I know him as the boss. I've never met him. I don't know him. But when I was growing up, when I was young, I first got into music in my teens. I was into kind of alternative rock, indie music, Britpop, and Bruce Springsteen was someone I dismissed in the same way that I dismissed, you know, Bon Jovi or Meatloaf as kind of a bit too preposterous and kind of silly and American. And you know, I heard Born in the USA, and I just thought it was a sort of tub thumping, he's an America great kind of song, and so I just sort of dismissed him. And then years later, I listened to one of his albums. I was like, this is brilliant. And he's an amazing kind of storyteller. He creates these amazingly evocative worlds of characters, and then I saw him live as a performer, and the guy, he's pushing 60, jumping around the stage, enormous charisma. It was Wembley Stadium or something, but can kind of just holds the crowd in his hand, and he can kind of suddenly go quiet at the piano and everyone falls silent, and then he can get everyone singing along. It's real showmanship, the likes of which I've never really seen. I mean, I've seen Prince, who was kind of on a par, but there aren't many performers that are that good. I've seen Bruce live many times. He's an amazing concert performer. I went to see him 2 nights in a row. It was in a venue in LA, and he did a stage dive where he's, during Hungry Heart, one of his classics, he sort of jumps back into the crowd and they kind of carry him over their hands back to the stage. And so night 2, I'm thinking, hang on, I'm getting a piece of the Bruce action here. I know where he's going to do the stage dive. I know what song it is. I'll be primed and ready to go, so I can get hands on the great man. So I sure enough, Hungry Heart comes around. Bruce jumps back into the crowd. I line myself up. He's coming towards me, and I receive the boss. But the problem was I'd forgotten I'm 6'7", right? So I'm way taller than the person behind me. So now I'm taking Bruce, but he's going upwards. He's sort of going at a vertical, right? And the person behind can't reach him to receive him. And so I'm suddenly carrying basically the full weight of the boss. And he's quite a small man, but he's quite a dense man. And he's like a black hole of talent, just solid. And so I had to sort of lower myself down, sort of hand the Bruce off to the person behind me. I almost dropped the boss in front of 20,000 fans. Imagine that. Imagine if I'd, put the boss in a wheelchair or something for the rest of life. Every time he'd go do another concert, he'd be in his wheelchair, he'd be playing Hungry Heart, he'd look out, he'd see me, I'm 2 foot taller than everyone else in the audience, he'd think, there's that guy again. I'm Steve Merchant, thanks so much for watching this on Digital Spy and learning about my secret obsession. It's not that secret, I've talked about it before. Bruce Springsteen.